Hello students, welcome again. In the first session, we have studied all the basic concepts regarding sets from standard 9th maths part 1. In this session, we are going to solve some examples based on those concepts. Now, before that, we have studied the methods of writing sets. There are two methods of writing sets. The first method is a listing method or roster method, and the second one is rule method, which is also called as a set builder method. Now, first of all, we'll solve one example by both of these methods. So suppose there is a set A which contains all the elements which contains natural numbers from 1 to 10. So if we have to write this set by a listing method, firstly we have to name the set. So we'll name it as A is equal to, in curly bracket, we have to list all the elements in this set. So in this set we need all natural numbers from 1 to 10. So natural number starts with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So these are the elements in this set and the curly bracket complete. So here by listing method we have just listed all the elements in this set. So this is how a set is represented by a listing method. Now suppose the same set we have to write this in a rule method or a set builder method. So again we'll give the name of a set in bracket. Now here instead writing elements in a set, we have to use the property that the element contains. So we have to use the variable. So let the variable be x, such that x is a natural number. So we have to write that property x belongs to capital N, that is set of natural numbers, and here condition is provided that the natural number must be less than 11. So we need only those natural numbers which are less than 11 and the curly bracket completed. So the same set we have written here by a rule method where we have declared a property of the elements that the set contains. So these are the two methods by which we can write the set. Next question is, write the following sets in a roster form, that is the listing method. Now the first question is set of even numbers. So we have to write the set of all even numbers. So first of all we have to name a set. So let the name be P. So this is set P. And in this set we have to collect all the even numbers. So even number starts with 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 up to infinity. So this process does not end here. So these are the elements 2, 4, 6, 8 and so on. These are the all even numbers. So the set P contains those elements. Now the second question is, we have to write even prime numbers from 1 to 50. Now first of all, for that we have to know which are the prime numbers. So prime numbers starts with 2, then next prime number is 3, the next is 5 and 7, 11, 13, 17 up to 47. So these are the prime numbers which are less than 50. Now we want a set of even prime numbers. So again we have to name that set. So let the name of set be Q. And as we observe here, only even number in amongst all these prime numbers is 2. So in this set we have only 2 as an element of this set, as we want even prime number and the curly bracket complete. So 2 is the only element in this set. Now the next question is set of all negative integers. So we know the integers. Out of that we want only negative integers. So let the name the set first. So let it be capital D is equal to. Now we want negative integers, so we can start with -1, -2, -3 up to infinity. So this is an infinite set. Or we can also write this set as from infinity to -3, -2, -1. So by any way we can write the set. As the sequence is not important, we have to only consider all the elements in that set. So we can write the set by any of these methods. Next problem is we have to write the following symbolic statements in words. The first of that is 4 by 3 belongs to Q. 4 by 3 is an element of set Q. So only we have to write this in words, that 4 by 3 is an element of set Q. That is, Q stands for set of rational number. So as we know that 4 by 3 is a rational number, so it is an element of set Q. We have another problem. Minus 2 does not belongs to n. That means minus 2 is not an element of set n. So we can again write it in words. Minus 2 is not an element of set n. So n stands for set of natural numbers. So minus 2 is not a natural number. So minus 2 is not an element of set n. Next question is, write the following sets using rule method. So in the first example, we are given a set A in listing method, that is 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36, 49, 64, 81 and 100. These are the elements of set A. We have to convert this set in a rule method, or we have to write this set by using a rule method. So first of all, name the set. Again, we have to take a variable, so let the variable be x, a vertical line which stands for such that. Now here, as we can observe here, these are all the perfect square numbers. That is, 1 is the square of 1, 4 is the square of 2, 9 is the square of 3. So up to 100 is the square of 10. So these are the squares of first 10 natural numbers. So we should write here x is equal to n square, where n belongs to capital N. So n is a natural number, and one condition is provided that the natural number must be less than 11. So n is less than 11, curly bracket complete. So here is the property. We need all those elements or all those natural numbers which are less than 10, and we need their squares to have these elements. So the set A can be written in roster form, or by rule method, like this one. We have another problem. B is equal to, in curly bracket, SMILE. So in this we have letters SMILE, which are the letters of word smile. So again we can write the property set B is equal to a variable x, such that, now here x is a letter in word smile, so we have to define the property ahead, such that x is a letter of word smile, curly bracket completes. So this is the property by which we can write the elements by listing method, and this is the method by which we can write the same set using the rule method. Now the next problem is, decide which of the following are equal sets and which are not. So here 3 sets are given. All of them are given in rule method, by using the rule method. So to decide whether they are equal or not, first we have to convert them into listing method. So we have to write all of these sets in listing method. So first of all, we'll write set A. So the property is given over here, that A is equal to x, such that 3x minus 1 is equal to 2. So we have to write the elements in this set A. So for that we have to solve this equation, that is 3x minus 1 is equal to 2. So if we go on solving, 3x is equal to minus 1 going to that side, it will become 2 plus 1, that is 3. So x is equal to 3 divided by 3. So 3 will get cancelled. We have 1 by 1, that is equal to x is equal to 1. So we have element 1 in this set. So the same set we have written here by using a listing method. Now the next set, B. So in this set, x is curly bracket x, such that x is a natural number, but x is neither prime nor composite. So there is only one number which is neither prime nor composite amongst all the natural numbers is 1, because prime number starts with 2, which is the smallest prime number, and the composite numbers starts from 4. So only a number which is neither prime nor composite is 1. So these are the elements, or this is the element in set B. Again we have to write the set C by listing method again. So here the property is x belongs to n. That means we need the natural numbers which are less than 2. So how many natural numbers are there which are less than 2? So only one number is there, that is 1, curling bracket complete. So as we can observe, these three elements, these three sets have only one element, that is common. So from these three we can conclude that set A is equal to set B is equal to set C. That means all of these three sets are equal as they have only one and the same element, or the elements of these sets are identical. The next question is, which of the following are empty sets and why? The first problem is a is equal to, in curly brackets, small a such that a is a natural number smaller than 0. So we need here all those natural numbers which are smaller than 0. So to write that, first we must know what are the natural numbers. Natural number starts with 1, 2, 3 up to infinity. So no natural number is there smaller than 0. That's why this set does not contain any element. That's why set A is an empty set. Now consider the next example. B is equal to, the property is given that x square is equal to 0. That means in this set we need all those elements whose square is 0. So there is only one number 0 that whose square is 0. So in this set we have an element 0. Now note that here is one element in this set, that is 0. That's why set B is not an empty set. So that's why set B is not an empty set, as there is 0 in this set as an element. Now try to solve the third example on your own. This is for homework. Now we'll solve the next question. Which of the following sets are finite or infinite? Now for this one we have earlier studied the definition of finite sets and infinite sets. If elements of a set are limited and countable, then the set is called as a finite set. On the other hand, if elements of a set are unlimited and uncountable, then it is called as infinite set. By using these definitions, we'll solve the example. There is set A such that x is less than 10 and x is a natural number. So in this set, we want all those natural numbers which are less than 10. So we'll go on listing. First 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. We can't take here 10 because we want the numbers which are less than 10. So the curly bracket complete. As you can observe here, the elements of these sets are limited. It is 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 9. So their counting process ends. That's why set A is a finite set. Now the second problem, we want set B here such that y is less than -1 and y is an integer. So in set B we have to collect all the integers which are less than -1. So we can count them as -2, -3, -4 and so on. So as we can observe here, these elements are unlimited and we cannot count them. That's why the set B is infinite sets, as the elements in this set B are uncountable. Therefore set B is infinite set. Now the next problem, set of apparatus in our laboratory. So we see various apparatus in our laboratory, and if we are go on counting them, we can count them. So all the apparatus in our laboratory are countable. That means if we are go on counting those apparatus, the counting process ends. That's why the set of apparatus in a laboratory is also a finite set, as the elements in this set are countable. we have few more problems like this, so you have to solve them on your own. So try to solve them. This is for homework. If you like the content, please subscribe the channel. Thanks for watching.